I quit a department because I ratted out the crook cops that worked with me.
What are you touching? Put it down. Why are you touching? You can tape it. Why are you touching?
It gets submitted.
Pull him up.
It's not how it works.
How you doing?
I am not drunk.
You okay?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Cook County Board of Review Commissioner Samantha Steele, 45, was arrested for driving under the influence after a car crash in Chicago's Andersonville neighborhood. Police body cam footage revealed Steele's car had significant front-end damage after hitting two vehicles. Officers found Steele outside her car on Ashland Avenue, and she initially refused to cooperate with requests for her driver's license and proof of insurance.
I'm requesting your driver's license and your proof of insurance. I'm sure you can provide me with those two things while we're waiting for your attorney to show up.
During the interaction, Steele repeatedly mentioned her political position, saying she was an elected official for Cook County.
Okay, ma'am, do you want me to handcuff you and arrest you?
No.
Because right now, at this point, you're refusing to provide me any...
I am.
You are. You realize that, right?
Yes. I'm an elected official.
You what?
I don't want any of this.
Well, ma'am, you're involved in an accident. You've hit several cars.
I'm going to help you to exit. And you don't want that.
You don't want that.
I
I'm
do.
an elected official.
I actually do. Elected official of what?
Cook County.
Cook County. You elected with which office? What's your name?
I'm Sam.
Police later found a half-empty bottle of wine in her vehicle.
No?
Sam, don't answer any questions.
Of course, it was half-empty.
I guess.
Because
Well, she might not go there, but she just wants to be looked at. So.
Oh my God, you guys are...
I mean, it's illegal to drink and drive.
Yes, we're going to have open alcohol.
Steele declined to perform field sobriety tests, prompting officers to arrest her for suspicion of DUI.
To do field sobriety test or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
You've been arrested. You say no. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Hey, whoa.
Why do you have to arrest her?
Because she just refused. I asked her to do field sobriety test and she refused. And she smelled like alcohol. She's been drinking.
She was charged with a misdemeanor count of driving under the influence. Steele has not commented on the incident, which comes as she serves in her elected role reviewing tax appeals. The investigation remains ongoing. New York Police Sergeant Victor Ortiz was arrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter and vehicular homicide following the death of 53-year-old traffic officer Hiro Rodriguez. The incident occurred on December 12, 2024, when Ortiz, who was off duty at the time, struck Rodriguez while driving near the Prudential Center at 12:42 a.m. Rodriguez was pronounced deceased at the hospital. Ortiz remained at the scene after the crash. Rodriguez's family has been vocal about their grief and desire for justice, emphasizing the devastating impact of losing a husband and father.
Our family has not been able to grieve since that day. Today, we go have some peace. He just didn't kill a dog. He killed a husband, a father.
Ortiz appeared in court virtually and pleaded not guilty. He was placed under strict home detention, only allowed to leave for court appearances and church.
And counsel, in regards to your client, you waive a formal reading of the complaint and to plead not guilty on his behalf at this time?
I do, Your Honor, yes.
His defense attorney expressed condolences and stated confidence that evidence would show no criminal culpability.
M. Ortiz, your name for the record?
Convicted Matt Ortiz, the third.
Rodriguez's family and supporters rallied for justice, expressing frustration over the 21-day delay in Ortiz's arrest and calling for accountability.
21 days. We don't know why it took so long. We will be going to internal affairs to see if any misconduct was committed on December 12, 2024, that night. The proper time is given to this person that made these reckless decisions.
The investigation is ongoing, and the family has also sought an internal affairs review for potential misconduct in the handling of the case. Now, here's a story about some clueless officers who attempted to pull over the head of internal affairs and quickly realized their mistake.
Yes, sir, I recognized you. No, I know who you are. As soon as the window rolled down and I can see your face, I know who you are.
On April 10th, 2021, two Orlando police officers stopped a U-Haul truck after witnessing it run a red light.
What's going on, boss? Also Mariano, Orlando Police. Way
back there. When you're leaving that residential area right there on Temple.
I did what now?
You're making a right on Temple, right? That light there is very small, and you made the right-hand turn. Okay, so that's what I'm stopping you.
You mean the angled light?
Yes, sir.
It was green.
So, even though at that angle, that's for the other way, and people always get that confused. But it's a small light, right? So, and that's for the opposite direction.
The officer quickly calmed down upon realizing he had just pulled over Dwayne Rivers, the internal affairs manager of their own police department.
There's kind of weird, and I understand that. You got your lights on, you money check, folks? Any weapons in the car, boss? Any weapons in the car? No. You still staying in Winter Garden? Okay, perfect. Hey, you got weapons on you, boss? I just asked. It's Florida. Everybody got it. All right, y'all stay in the car for me.
Props to Mr. Rivers for staying calm and composed during the entire traffic stop without trying to assert any authority. Recognizing their boss, the officers let him off with just a warning.
How you guys doing? Good. Moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys went through that red light there.
Yeah.
Red. Tampa.
I saw the green. It was kind of deceptive.
That's a very strange intersection. I've seen multiple people run through that one before. Not a huge deal. Not a pedestrian traffic. Bunch of cars going through there. So, yes, sir, I recognized you. No, I know who you are. As soon as the window rolled down and I can see your face, I know who you are. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Okay. I hope this rain hasn't affected the move.
Downtown.
All right, Mr. Rivers, I appreciate your time. Okay, I'm not really a big traffic guy. I'm more like the guns and drugs and stolen kids kind of. And you ain't got none of that in your back truck. Cool. Just friends. So we appreciate your night. We'll go out there, all right?
The officer was let off the hook, but it raises the question of whether the same leniency would have been shown if it had been an ordinary citizen in that situation. Disabled Army veteran Gene Short, who struggles with mental and physical challenges, has faced repeated harassment from the Cave City Police Department, especially by Officer Milligan.
Anything you say can and will be used in a court of law. I'm not under arrest, so I've already said too much, and you have a good evening, sir. Please, I don't know who called you, but they called for nothing. Okay, there's been 2 lives pulled on me today.
No, there ain't
and there's
a
one thing I can't stand, and Brian knows this. I hate a liar. Because I used to be one that served for people like you to live in this world. Okay? I did what I had to do. Okay? But today, them people did what they thought they had to do. They didn't. You don't know what happened. You got it on video?
Yeah. So, Gene, I'm
You got it on video?
I'm going to tell you this.
You got it on video?
Listen to me. I'm going to tell you this.
I want to see the video.
I want
to
to
see
tell you
the
this.
video. Let me see the video, and we'll talk all you.
Gene recalls having several encounters with Officer Milligan, including one instance where the officer approached him outside a convenience store.
He touched my body. He touched me 3 times. No, he touched my body. He told me not to touch me. And then he slapped my truck.
Because he's trying to get you to stop from moving the truck, Gene.
But I'm not under arrest.
It don't matter if you're under arrest or not. We can talk to you. We need to talk to you. It's official.
Have a good evening, sir.
Why did you stop when they asked you to talk?
He come in the building.
It don't matter.
Bothered me while I think. I rushed by him as fast as I could to let him know. I'm like fast to get out of your way. Check out. I don't want to be bothered. That's the same thing I should say. You asked me about the other officer. You want to talk to me? What?
Gene was let go that time, but a few days later, Officer Milligan targeted him again and gave him a speeding ticket.
You got your insurance in your truck?
Stay right there.
Why would I have to stay right here?
My dog.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you. Well, pops. I can't help that.
What is the problem, Gene? What's the problem? Trent Milligan, 205. You know who I am. What do you want?
I got what I want.
What?
You're dismissed. You're dismissed.
Fed up with the officer's behavior, Gene went to City Hall to file a complaint against him. However, instead of addressing the issue, the receptionist called Officer Milligan directly to speak with Gene.
What's going on? You need to grab a piece of paper and a pencil and write your resignation, just like I went to Brian. And I called him a liar to his face, and I'll call you a liar to your face.
I don't care what you call me. What are you doing
can't.
here?
Well, I got business here.
What?
You can't. Come on. I'm waiting for the First Amendment or Fourth Amendment right now.
What is your business?
My business is none of your business.
Okay. Why are you here?
My business is not your business.
Okay. Why are you here?
My business is not your business.
Imagine trying to file a complaint against an officer only to have him show up moments later. Officer Milligan wasted no time doing exactly what it seemed he had planned all along.
He's not here right now.
You ain't gonna say, what's your badge number? What's your badge number?
Hang on just a second, yes.
Real quick, what's your badge number and your ID?
I'm here now.
Let's go on out.
No, I'm not going out.
You're go to jail, man.
No, I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail. Put your hands on your back. I'm not going to jail. Hey, I'm messed up.
The disabled veteran was shoved and forcefully placed into the police cruiser, with no regard for his age or dignity.
No, don't take it off. Don't take it off. Don't take it off.
Why?
Can you come? It's some hot water.
I'll give it back to you.
All right, get in here. Hold on, my hands. My hands.
Get out.
Put your legs in here. Get your legs in here. I'm trying.
I got you. All right, I got you. Get in. I'm tired of your threats and
You're not
nothing. Get in. Just slide in. Slide back.
I'm trying to.
John struggled to catch his breath, but the officers ultimately forced him into the car.
Now.
Let me get in. Let me get in.
Go
Let
ahead.
me get in.
Go ahead. Go ahead and get in.
You got these on so tight. You don't know what you're doing.
Okay, I don't. I
You've
guess.
never been trained.
You're in. Get in the car.
I do not consent to the search of my vehicle.
We're not going to search your rig. It's getting towed. Put your arm right here in front.
Better not get towed.
It is.
Shortly after, the supervisor arrived, and Officer Milligan attempted to justify his actions, adding several lies to his explanation.
I was pulling out, and he rolled up beside me. Said I was driving reckless, one of my badge number. I dealt with him then. So, I went driving around, come back, and he was sitting here waiting on me. So we went in there, and he was just sitting here watching. Well, I ain't seen him all day. And I told them, I said, if he comes back, he's acting strange. Call him, we'll make him leave. I asked him to leave over and over and over again, and he wouldn't leave. That's when I addressed him. He's starting the rig now. What is it?
He's hot. I'm hot. You're not doing your job.
Gene was taken to the police station, where he was held for 3 days before being brought before a judge. He was also banned from entering City Hall. Now, he plans to file a complaint against Officer Milligan and hopes to pursue a lawsuit in the future. On March 31st, 2024, the People's Court Audit YouTube channel posted a video of a First Amendment audit. The auditor was in Pine County, Minnesota, and things took an unexpected turn for Deputy Hawkins.
No markings on this squad car. Got ourselves a Pine County Sheriff's deputy here. 405 WMZ. You see that in your rear view, definitely take caution and slow down. No, thank you, sir. All right. Can I get your name and badge number since you've made contact?
Sure, my name is Deputy Hawkins from badge number 554.
Have a great day.
Can I ask you why you're recording your vehicles and plate numbers?
You can ask all you want, sir. All right, we got another dirty vehicle. Love it. All right. Let's take a look at something here.
The auditor had the right to film on the police department's property because it's considered public property. This means that anything on that property, including police cars, is also protected by the Constitution. Unfortunately, Deputy Hawkins didn't seem to understand this.
Let's check out the zoom features on this camera.
Hey, sir. No, you can't be zooming.
Absolutely, I can, sir. Hey, whoa,
do not touch me. You
cannot touch me.
You cannot be.
Sir, it is available and viewable from public.
You cannot
Sir,
be recording.
it is viewable from the public. You cannot interfere with me.
Yes.
You
actually,
cannot interfere with me.
Be recording inside the vehicles with
okay,
the,
let's take
with
it down
the
a step.
computer.
Let's take it down a step.
Up. Okay, at this point, I am going to ask for your identification.
My ID? Why?
But
am I being
before
detained?
time, do you want to start me a call?
Hold on.
The office?
Am I being
got
detained?
A gentleman.
Day 2,
yes.
and why am I being
right
detained?
now, because, like I just told you, you're recording.
Is that a crime? Is that a crime?
Data privacy laws?
No, sir. You are required to create your own privacy. I am not required to do your privacy for you. How you doing, sir? What's your name and badge number?
Investigator Nygaard.
Nice to meet you, sir. I really would like to take the tension down. Let's de-escalate.
Right. So can I see your ID?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Not unless you have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I have committed, am committing, or am about to commit a crime, which is a statute or law. Not your feelings, not your policies, nothing about that. This is an unlawful detention.
When Hawkins tried to control the auditor, he quickly realized he had made a big mistake. He then called for backup, realizing he didn't know enough about the penal code to handle the situation.
He's walking around, he's recording inside all the squads, collecting plate numbers, everything else like that. Came up to my squad and then started zooming in on the computer and stuff, which our computers is private information.
But you need to create the privacy.
The law clearly says it's the officer's job to make sure no one can look into a squad car and get private information. This just shows Hawkins's lack of professionalism and inexperience.
Identification on you.
I would be glad to provide it for you. In fact, it is in my Jeep. I'm sorry, but in order for me to provide to you my identification, you need to be able to articulate reasonable, articulatable suspicion that I have committed, am committing, or am about to commit an actual law. I'd like to inform you, sir, that you are outside. Okay, I'm just going to pull a piece of paper out here. You are officially outside of your authority. You are officially violating my constitutional rights. Line 3 of the Code of Ethics of Public Services of the City of Hinckley. Dedicated service. All officials and employees. Pardon. Officials and employees shall not exceed their authority or breach the law or risk others to do so. Let me ask you something, sir. If you do not have RAS to demand my identity, and you continue to demand my identity, is that violating the law?
As of right now, like I explained to you.
Hawkins was caught off guard and unprepared when someone confronted his corrupt and unprofessional behavior by showing the actual laws in printed form.
Going inside, recording inside the computer and stuff, which is a violation of
you
data
will
privacy
find it
laws.
is not. I am not in violation of any privacy laws.
Yes, you are.
Sir,
So,
if you need privacy, it is your obligation to create it.
I told you not to be recording, and you zoomed in onto my computer.
Well, I actually zoomed in far before you asked anything of me.
Either way, I
You
told
also
you to stop
contacted
and you
me.
did not stop.
Did you touch me?
So, I told you to stop.
Did you
I
make
reached out
physical
to-
contact with me?
I reached out to
Are you
take
aware
your
that
phone.
that?
Okay.
That
I'm
is
not gonna
simple
debate
battery.
this with you.
Huh? Then am I
So-
free to go?
Do you have an ID with you?
I do.
Can I see
Always.
it, please?
No, you may not. From this point forward, I will observe my right to remain silent. I have nothing further to say to you without a lawyer present.
The auditor keeps pushing, challenging Hawkins at every turn, and refuting his unsupported claims. During the whole conversation, Hawkins hasn't been able to provide a single valid reason to detain the auditor.
No, he just keeps following me around with his phone.
I'm in
That's
public,
about
sir.
it. So,
C. Hawkinson, tyrant, in charge.
oh, you're coming here? Okay. All right, yeah, if you want to talk with him and deal with it, that'll be great.
I wish to be free to go.
Well, if you want to leave...
I wish to be free from your detention, sir.
As soon as the auditor gives Hawkins a chance to end the argument, he grabs it eagerly, like a dog fetching a ball. It's shameful to see such clueless and indifferent officers. Meet Anthony Alvernaz, the Chief of Police for the Elmira Police Department. On December 9th, 2022, Chief Alvernaz was involved in a foot chase, taser in hand, pursuing a suspect.
Get on the ground. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach there.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Okay. Why are you detaining me?
Oh, you ain't detained, brother. You're on arrest.
Why? What did I do?
You tell me.
Chief Alvernaz warned the suspect that he would use his taser if he didn't stop shortly after. The suspect tripped and fell to the ground, and the officers ordered him to lie face down.
I didn't do anything.
I got legs. Jump, by the way.
Contact 22. Few contact Riverside.
Well, I want to be an officer.
You okay?
No.
What's wrong? Come up on your side and see if Kick that leg out for me right there.
Don't move that leg.
Well, it's easy to breathe if you stay that way, okay? Take some deep breaths for me, all right? What's wrong? What happened?
I don't know why you guys came to my house.
I
got cornered. I never called 911. I'm sick. I don't feel good.
911 calls from there.
Well, I don't know how.
Like I said, we kept getting 911 calls, so we came to talk to you. And you were screaming at the one officer through the door, so they don't know what's going on.
I wasn't screaming. I asked him who it was.
Well, I believe you told me is what I think you told.
Oh, no. That was mine.
I wasn't there, so I don't know, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know, man. Did you take anything?
The Elmira Police Department launched an internal investigation into the incident, which resulted in Chief Alvernaz being terminated for unprofessional and insubordinate behavior during the arrest. His actions, including using his police cruiser in an unusual way to block the suspect and placing his firearm near the suspect's head, were key factors in his dismissal. In October 2024, a man was recording vehicles at a public car show. As he was leaving the event, an aggressive officer suddenly appeared and started trying to intimidate him.
I'm being what?
You're being detained. I need your driver's license, please, for citing for spectating on racing and burning out.
Who says I was spectating?
We have you on video, sir. I need your license, please.
So it's illegal to watch?
Yes, sir. It's a moving violation.
It's a moving violation?
Yes, sir. I need your license, sir.
Okay, and so you're telling me it's...
I'm not going to ask you again, sir. I understand you can record. I'm recording as well. I need your license, please, and then we can discuss further.
Okay, so you're telling me that if I do not give you my license, you'll arrest me?
You will subject to arrest, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got 3 on the other side walking westbound on line.
This is a prime example of why officers like this face so much criticism. The man was unfairly threatened with arrest and pressured to give up his rights just for walking on a public sidewalk.
What statute is that?
I'll look up the exact statute.
It's under threat of arrest. I will provide my information.
Thanks, sir.
What's your name and badge number?
Deputy Calmus, ID 20186. And Mr. Rayner, is this your current address?
Yep.
What is it?
That's it.
What is it, sir?
You have the ID right there.
I'm asking you to confirm your address, sir.
It's whatever's there.
Sure, thank you.
He attempted to reason with another officer, but it didn't help.
So, we came to a car show.
I have no knowledge about what you stopped for.
Were you stopping other people for the same thing?
I'm standing right here talking to you.
What's your name and badge number?
30545.
30545.
The corrupt sheriff's deputy soon arrived with a citation in hand. It's shocking how he continued to harass this innocent individual.
License. This copy of citation as well as a traffic citation guide explains you how to take care of the citation itself, okay? You have any questions for me, sir?
Yeah, I do. I got plenty of questions, but first and foremost, so like how I'm recording you right now in a public space, which is my rights to do so according to the Constitution. My question.
The Constitution, I told you is okay for your report.
Let me ask the question. So if there's a car behind me, like that Camaro that is behind me right now, you're telling me I can be cited for recording that?
When there's an organized event like that, yes.
What do you mean there's... Well, the whole point of the event was for people to record, so I was in there recording. So is that against the law?
No, not until they're actually on here, street racing and whatnot, that you're actively participating, sir.
Hold on 1 second.
There was, sir. Several cars were pulled over down the street. They also burned out in front of you that I'm sure you have on your video.
I don't have any of that on camera.
Okay, that's fine.
And if you had that on your recording, then you're lying.
Okay, sir. Again, on the citation, you have 3 options to take care of the ticket. Pay the fine, let you go to traffic for support, or let you go to traffic school. All right? Have a good day.
The officer handed him the citation, but unknowingly gave him a golden opportunity to file a civil rights lawsuit, as this was a clear violation of his rights. Sean Reyes, a courageous auditor, was filming inside the Nassau County Courthouse when police officers were called to the scene and attempted to intimidate him.
Reporting the law enforcement officer, of course, of her duty.
Hello, sir.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
How are you?
Do you mind if I get your names and badge numbers?
Officer Goldberg, 4682. Okay.
And your name?
Officer Bastino, 4624.
Thank you.
At this time, you are being arrested. Okay, you're trespass banned from this location, so please put your hands behind your back. Okay.
How am I trespass banned?
There's multiple reports about you. Okay, please put your hands behind your back.
How am I? I'm not going to resist you. I'm not resisting in any way.
That's fine.
I'm not.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
not going to resist in any way.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not resisting you. When was I trespass banned?
Soon, the dishonest officers moved in to arrest him, stating that he had been trespassed from the property. Sean continued recording them through his glasses, exposing their actions.
I have nothing that can hurt you.
Thank you so much.
Maybe the camera.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Check and verify 302.
I just want to make it really clear that this is an unlawful arrest. I never knew I was trespassed from here, and you have to give me the notice that I was trespassed from here before you can arrest me for it. But do what you need to do. I'm sure it doesn't say it anywhere.
Title 22, Subtitle A, Chapter Part 29. Okay, that's why you're being arrested. And these are the two reports.
Title 22, what is that?
Title 22, it's for the video reporting inside that building and not being allowed to.
Sean was wrongfully arrested for filming inside a public building. It's clear these officers have little understanding of the Constitution, and now Sean has the opportunity to file another lawsuit against them.
Were you aware that your police commissioner was arrested for police brutality, official misconduct, and perjury? Were you aware of that?
No.
You weren't? Yeah, he was. Doesn't seem like the nicest guy. Tell Ryder I said hi. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, no
the door
problem.
closed.
Sorry about that. My supervisor's just coming right now to talk to you, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Just to make sure everything looks the way it's supposed to, and then...
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Okay. I know you don't, because, yeah.
I don't think it does.
Okay, no problem.
Doesn't sound like a law that I could be arrested under, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think you guys were supposed to tell me to leave first and then arrest me when I wasn't left. That's what I'm thinking is supposed to happen.
I understand.
The supervisor arrived and appeared intimidated by Sean. Even though Sean was handcuffed, the supervisor continued to warn his colleagues about Sean's recording, treating it as if it were a crime.
We'll wait till you take him out? Okay. Is his cameras and everything off or what?
Close his phone. We should turn off his phone. I don't know.
Turn it off if you can.
Marth told me that he was live streaming it.
Well, does he have? What does he have? Glasses or anything on? Does he have glasses?
He's got glasses.
Maybe the glass. Maybe there's video up on his glasses or something. Take a good look. All right.
Thank you. All right.
So if that's the case, you'll take his glasses off and then you can turn. Well, however you have to do it. Okay. But and make sure he's not. Did he have anything else on his body taping?
He's got nothing else. He's just got a t-shirt on.
All right, so maybe, I don't know about these glasses. I'm not tech savvy. So just check the stuff. You and Craig will take them in. I'm going to stay here with these guys. We'll get this ball rolling. No problems, right? Everything good?
Yeah, we'll do a complete search when we get it.
Yeah, sure.
When everything set up.
352.
The peak of police misconduct was captured on their body cam during Sean's booking. The sergeant, who had arrived earlier, physically intimidated and threatened another auditor who was trying to film him.
Hi, how are you? You can put it down. Put it down.
What are you touching?
Put it down.
Why are you touching?
You can tape it.
Why are you touching?
Put it down.
You came to me.
Don't put it in my face.
You came to me.
Put your hand.
Don't
Put your
come
hands
to me.
down. Walk.
You
I'm
came to
I'm
me.
in the middle of something.
I'm walking.
You walk that.
I'm walking.
Walk.
You don't put your
Don't
hands
put that
on
in my
me.
face.
I didn't put it in your face. I was walking.
Don't put it in my face. Put it down.
Again, you're grabbing.
Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep your camera down. Not in my face. I don't know what you're going to... That's fine. That's good. You could do that.
Do this too.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go inside.
Okay. That's
You gotta
enough.
go out there.
That's
No,
enough.
let him talk. Let him talk. It's fine.
It's unclear why these officers had a problem with being recorded, as it is neither illegal nor unlawful. Soon after, the officers muted their body cams and seemed to conspire against Sean. He was eventually released and plans to file a lawsuit against both the officers and the city. In September 2014, a troubling incident in Coney Island occurred when Lamar Joy tried to step in during a stop-and-frisk situation. What started as an effort to help quickly escalated when a police officer physically handled Joy and allegedly stole from him. The incident involved officers roughing up a man named Terrell Haskins, who they claimed matched the description of a suspect seen leaving a nearby building wearing a hoodie. Haskins denied wearing a hoodie or being at the location, but the officers escalated the situation and used pepper spray on him. Lamar Joy and his sister Latifah witnessed the scene and voiced their concerns, asking if such force was necessary. Lamar even advised Haskins to cooperate and give the officers his arms. A friend of Lamar's began recording the incident. Although the footage doesn't show everything, it captures Officer William Montemarano slamming Lamar against a basketball court fence and pulling a wad of cash from Lamar's pocket. Lamar immediately accused the officer of taking his money, but instead of responding, the officer pepper sprayed him. Witnesses in the crowd also saw the officer holding the cash and began accusing him of theft.
Stole his money, he just stole his money.
Witnessing the harsh treatment of her brother, Latifah Joy confronted the officer and began arguing with him. However, moments later, she was subjected to the same treatment as her brother.
Get his number.
The day after the incident, Lamar Joy took action and contacted lawyer Robert Marinelli. In 2015, Marinelli filed a lawsuit against the city on behalf of the Joy siblings and Terrell Haskins. Joy claimed that Officer Montemarano had stolen $1,300 from his pocket during the confrontation. To back up their case, Marinelli provided strong evidence. He explained that Joy had withdrawn the cash from his bank a week earlier for his 35th birthday to take his wife out for a special evening. Marinelli submitted video footage of the incident to the Brooklyn District Attorney's chief civil rights prosecutor, along with Joy's pay stubs, bank withdrawal records, and proof of cashing his paycheck at a check cashing store. The NYPD defended Officer Montemarano, saying only $62 was taken from Joy and properly vouchered. Deputy Commissioner Stephen Davis stated, "No one stole $1,300. The statement implied that taking small amounts of money during stop and frisk procedures was acceptable if documented, but it did not address the officer's use of pepper spray against Joy and his sister, who were demanding the money back. Terrell Haskins, the third plaintiff, claimed he was falsely arrested for disorderly conduct and had $72 taken from his pocket. The charge against Haskins was later dropped. In 2017, the case was settled, though the terms and amount were not made public. The settlement resolved the lawsuit, closing this difficult chapter for all involved. In July 2015, a private investigator had been surveilling someone for 2 days when the individual reportedly noticed him and called the police, accusing him of stalking. Soon after, an officer pulled the investigator over, unaware of his profession.
How are you doing? What's going on with you following me? Are you an investigator of some sort?
Can I ask why you pulled me over, sir?
I pulled you over because the young ladies came over there and said you've been following her since she left the airport yesterday. Investigator what? But if you're somebody harassing her or stalking her, that's against the law. Me pulling you over to find out who you are is me doing my job.
Right from the start, the investigator made it clear he wasn't going to back down like an average person. Within moments, he confidently took control of the situation, leaving the officers on the defensive.
Well, I don't know if you have weapons in here, man. So I'm gonna keep my flashlight. I don't have it in your face. That would be in your face. I have it down. I'm trying to show you that respect. I'm illuminating the vehicle for my safety. Do you have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance on you?
Have you pulled me for a traffic violation, sir?
No, sir. I've already explained that to you. Now, you can play the back and forth rigmarole all you want to. I've explained to you why I pulled you over.
Okay.
The individual in question was also a former police officer, so he knew how to hold these officers accountable.
At this point in time, I elect to not say anything. I elect to speak to say anything without having my attorney present. That would be Eric Friday.
Cool.
Yeah, there's no good side on the cop's face.
Well, you're one of those people.
Yeah, it's one of those people. Yeah, and you're one of those people, right? Badge for an extra rice, right?
No, it doesn't grant me an extra rice.
Yeah.
The officer quickly decided the situation was more than he wanted to handle and left the traffic stop, leaving the investigator there. Shortly after, several other officers arrived.
Well, the guy that pulled me is leaving. The guy that pulled me over is leaving. Am I free to go?
No, sir, not yet.
What am I being detained for, sir?
Hey, when I get around to get my car where it needs to be, I'll explain to you.
No, sir. See, you don't get to detain me to figure out if I've committed a crime, sir. The law and the statute states In order for you to detain me, you must have reasonable, articulable suspicion that either I have committed.
Yeah, we have probable cause.
What is your probable cause?
We got a complaint that we got that the red.
That's not probable cause, sir.
He stood firm on his rights and told the officers he wouldn't cooperate unless they had a clear and valid reason based on reasonable, articulable suspicion.
Were you anywhere near this? Near
I don't answer questions.
Do you know who she is?
I do not answer
But she
questions.
said she has no idea who
If you're going to articulate that you suspect me of committing a crime and have reasonable suspicion of that.
If you don't agree with it, if you don't agree with our probable cause.
Your name and badge number, sir? Your name and badge number.
70051.
What's your name?
I just told you.
I didn't hear it because I'm sitting there speaking to this
recording
gentleman.
it so you can pick it up later.
Sir, I'm going to ask you once again. If you want to be a smart about it, I'll file an internal affairs case on you.
The officers soon realized they couldn't intimidate or pressure the private investigator. With no other option, they changed their approach and tried to reason with him logically.
We're not saying you're guilty of anything. We didn't say that.
Then
We're
you
not
are illegally
intimidating it.
detaining me. I asked the
sir.
last deputy that left what was his reasoning for stopping me. He didn't stop me for a traffic infraction. Let me calm down. I shouldn't be yelling at you.
Thank you.
I shouldn't be doing that.
I'm not yelling at you.
This
right?
deputy that stopped me, sir, did not articulate he would stop me for a traffic violation. Then I asked him what his probable cause was, or what crime he suspected me of committing, or what reasonable crime, or reasonable suspicion.
The case is, as I stated, is that we had a description of a vehicle. Your vehicle matched that, and we're just here to determine, no, you're not the one, or yes, you are the one.
Think this was bad? Things were about to get even more challenging for the corrupt officers.
But see, sir, as a law enforcement officer, I realize how LEOs twist people's words. Let me finish speaking, okay?
Yes, please do.
They twist people's words. Any attorney, and all you three gentlemen will know, you don't ever speak to the cops.
I want to hear what he got to say.
You don't ever talk to cops. Never. You never talk to cops unless you're legally obligated to. Nothing good can come from that. I'm very well of my rights, very well aware of my right.
To be fair, a call from someone doesn't automatically give officers the right to detain someone. They need a clear and valid reason, and in this case, they were clearly in the wrong.
You define harassing. Someone just called says they were harassing. Did you ask her what they did? Did you ask the person?
She said a red truck, pickup truck was following her since she came to town.
Is that a crime?
We haven't determined that. We just want to make sure.
Do you see where I'm going with this, sir? I mean, I understand. You guys are doing your job, but do you see how this goes? I'm aware of my rights. You do not have, or excuse me, you have the right to ask me whatever question you want.
You're really enjoying this.
I'm not enjoying anything. I've articulated to you that you are illegally detaining me. And because you choose to abuse your authority and not recognize that what I'm saying is a fact, you are illegally violating my right.
It's not often you see multiple officers outmatched by someone who knows their rights so well. The investigator is setting a strong example for others to stand up for their rights.
I'm not saying I am this person, I'm not saying I am not this person, but what you fail to realize is I do not have to speak to you, sir. And that does not give you the right to detain me until you get some information to charge me with a crime. You don't get to search and search until I say something or you twist something I say to use it against me. You gentlemen have a dangerous job. There is 19 unsolved in this city, okay? You've got much better things to do to with me, okay?
At first, he calmly maintained his innocence, but the situation escalated when he outright accused the officers of lying. What happened next was an unbelievable meltdown.
With law enforcement, I choose to exercise my rights, not to be difficult, sir. You guys have much more better things. See, that's just it, because people don't know their rights. And because LEOs, I don't know you three gentlemen personally. I quit a department because I ratted out the crook cops that worked with me, okay? I'm sick of it. The corruption is everywhere. Every single cop in this nation is a liar, all right? I used to be one of them.
He was ready to outsmart the desperate officer yet again.
In your life, you've never, ever lied. You've never, ever lied in your entire life.
That's something that you're talking about as a police officer or as a human being?
As a police officer, you've never lied in your life. Sir, you're allowed to lie in investigations. The Supreme Court has ruled you're allowed to lie. So your credibility just went out the window for me. I'm a certified interrogator, buddy. Don't sit here and play this game with me. You just lost your credibility. Now, any respectable person would say, of course I've lied. I've lied in the line of duty. I've lied in my personal life. Yeah. I got more integrity in my finger, buddy, than you've got in your whole body.
In the end, the officers decided to let him go without issuing any warnings or tickets. They left the encounter thoroughly outmatched and humble, while the investigator set a powerful example of how to stand up to officers detaining someone without cause. First Amendment auditor Sean Reyes was in Ohio when he saw a couple of officers from the Liberty Police Department pulling into a Walmart. As he started recording, one of the officers clearly wasn't pleased about it.
You know him? No.
We don't know him either.
Why are you recording?
Can you walk that way for me?
Sir, I'd appreciate if you don't shine your light.
Well, we would appreciate you if you stay over there.
Sir.
Okay. Yeah, we are. We are.
Stop shining your light on my camera. That's a violation of my First Amendment right. You are currently violating the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. I'm gonna ask you to stop. What's your name and badge number? Griffin what?
Don't stay behind me, please.
I'm not gonna hurt you. What's your, Officer Griffin, what's your badge number? What's your badge number, Officer Griffin?
Listen.
What's your badge number? No, you're not.
Officer Griffin repeatedly shined a light at Sean to stop him from recording, not realizing that he had just made a big mistake and was about to face the consequences.
Please stop following me. Can you please stop following me? Who knows? Who knows? Pete, this is what we deal with all the time. This is what we deal with all the time. It's kind of about to get arrested in a minute. Yeah.
I want to speak to a supervisor. The person that was shining a light in my camera preventing me from filming him is a supervisor? The person that's shining a light in my face right now and in my camera is a supervisor? He's a supervisor?
Please step back.
You're a supervisor, sir?
John kept filming the officer, who was focused on his own ego and had no idea that John was simply exercising his First Amendment right to record.
Can you get away from me? Yeah,
Are you scared? Are you scared?
I'm not scared of nothing.
Okay.
You think I'm scared of you?
Well, the right way to say it is you're not scared of anything.
I'm not scared of anything.
There you go. There you go. I'm no threat to you, man. I was recording the incident.
It seems like cops are determined to create issues over nothing. Why not just do their job calmly and let Sean film without turning it into chaos?
We're definitely going to be filing a complaint on you, Officer Griffin. Griffin, do you have a problem with accountability, sir? Just a little transparency, that's all. I'm not going to kill you. Do you understand what the First Amendment of the United States, the Constitution is, Griffin? Did you take an oath to uphold that Constitution? You did, right? You know, a real man will take his oath seriously and uphold it. Would condone that kind of behavior?
Yeah, send it to him.
You want me to send it?
Send it to him and ask him.
Oh, I'll do it.
Griffin was probably underestimating the situation, not realizing who Sean was and how he holds officers accountable for their actions. Soon after, Sean made the supervisor aware of the officer's behavior.
Weekends, we don't have sergeants, but we do have supervisor. I'm for midnight turn. I just came in early.
Oh, okay.
How can I help you?
Oh, sir, so I was filming, I'm a First Amendment activist and independent journalist.
Yeah.
So I was filming an incident that was taking place in the parking lot where a female was being arrested, apparently for shoplifting. But I was filming there, and the supervisor that's on duty right now, Griffin, he didn't like that I was filming him, so he decided to put his flashlight in my camera so I couldn't see anything, violating my First Amendment right.
It seems that even the supervisor wasn't properly trained to handle the situation, as he argued that filming from a safe distance would interfere with the arrest.
Would your police chief agree with what you're doing and condone your behavior here today? He said, go ahead, show it to him. I don't care. You know, and I will. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. You know, if you're just another officer, you know, it's something else. I plan on going to the police department.
Sean quickly realized that the supervisor wasn't going to help. However, you'll be shocked by what Officer Griffin said about Sean when he forgot to turn off his body cam.
You can come up back. I gotta get more bags. He's an idiot. I just flashed my flashlight at him.
Yeah, he was complaining about that.
Well, it's gonna keep happening. I've been trying to record the whole time, so ever since we was over there.
Right. Well, he's saying you're violating your
No, that's fine.
rights, which I don't believe you did. I mean,
No.
flashlight.
And I'm going to keep doing it.
And you're allowed to.
He's gonna end up arrested. Yeah, but he just needs to look the other way because the guy's just egging him on. Brian, just ignore him. Walk away.
So did he chase you too, or was he already over there?
He was already over there.
88 outside.
Just when things seemed like they couldn't get any worse, an ex-police officer now working at Walmart, who had been watching the scene, approached one of the officers and said some of the most outrageous things imaginable.
Right. I'm glad I did, because back when I was trained, we were allowed to whoop people. And then we didn't have this.
Well, I mean, he's really not doing anything wrong, but...
No, I know, but I get, I mean, you guys got a lot of aggravation to have
It's
to put up
frustrating,
with
yes,
nowadays.
but he's not doing
I'm
anything.
just old school training, which was different. I've changed with the training. It's like, okay.
Right.
Let's just go softer and softer on the bad guys. But, yeah, I don't know. I say I appreciate y'all for your temperament. I don't have it.
Right. It gets challenging sometimes, but I mean, the more you do it, I mean, the more you kind of get immune to it.
In 95, I did 2 weeks state highway patrol. I went through my 3 months and everything. But me and that training sergeant butted heads, and
right.
I chose security.
The officer wants to attack Sean for exercising his constitutional rights. It's disturbing to think about how much worse things could have been before body cams were implemented.
Not that I didn't know my stuff, it's just I had disagreements.
Right.
Anyway, I'll take care of you. Safe.
I'll see you.
Man, he's exercising his rights. What are you talking about? Did you make my car's locked, right? You just use your okay.
Your police chief must be bad if he's allowing this kind of behavior.
Eventually, the officers finished the arrest and left Walmart, but Sean wasn't going to let it go. He filed a complaint against Officer Griffin, and a few days later, the Liberty Police Department issued a statement saying that Griffin had been reprimanded. Both officers involved were disciplined and received training on the Constitution and the law. In April 2021, firefighter Thomas was driving home from work in Lakewood Village, Denton, when he was unexpectedly pulled over by local police officers.
What have you taken today? You taking no prescription narcotics or anything like that? No? Okay. Are you prescribed anything?
Actually, I prescribed Adderall. Take that occasionally.
Okay. When's the last time you took that?
I took some today. Earlier on.
Okay, when you at work? What time do you work today?
From 7 till 3.
Okay. 7 to 3? Where at?
Downtown Dallas. I work for the fire department.
Okay.
But right now I'm on light duty.
Okay. Okay.
For my eye, I had a patch retina a few years ago, and then I've had 5 surgeries since then.
Okay.
The officer made a strange accusation about Thomas's behavior, which raised eyebrows and added an unusual twist to the situation.
Better excuse for his eye. He's still acting kind of odd. Do you think he's normal, or do you think he just lethargic? Mm-hmm.
Slow moving. Slow talking.
Very. Do you think it possibly could be intoxicated?
Maybe.
You want to run him through the rest of those tests?
Okay.
And so even if he has, like, only one good eye, we can in theory still do HGN on him.
Tell him to cover up his bad eye?
We're going to let him run with it open, because even if you do HGN, as you work the good eye out, you're still going to see signs of that.
Okay.
He mentioned Adderall. Adderall's a stimulant. We may not see HGN on a stimulant. We should see a lot of other stuff.
He's acting so lethargic. You think it's...
So that's some of the indications of like a stimulant.
Despite the officer not providing a clear explanation, his questionable interpretation of Thomas's actions escalated the situation, resulting in a field sobriety test.
What happened to your eye again? I only caught part of that.
I had a detached retina, and then the subsequent surgeries have led to it. It's kind of got a blue haze right now, and so it's just hard to see through this eye. But sometimes it gets kind of irritated. It turns red, and I don't know if it is now, but
it looks irritated right now.
Yeah. Is it really? Yeah. Is this one
that's clear?
Clear. Okay. Yeah. So.
Just given kind of everything I've seen so far, I just want to make sure you're safe to operate your truck. So we're going to run you through just a few standardized field tests.
During the test, the officers gave a series of contradictory and unclear instructions, making the already tense situation even more difficult to navigate.
Next test. Stand over here in the grass real quick. So imagine there is an inch-long line right here in front of you. Left foot on the line. Put your right foot right in front of your left foot with your heels touching your toes. Your arms down by your side. And take 9 heel-to-toe steps forward.
I did.
All right, look down.
floppy
Your legs
down.
feel weak?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got one more test for you, okay? Arms down by your side. And then keep your arms just like that. So the next test, you're going to raise 1 foot, either one, approximately 6 inches above the ground, with your foot parallel to the ground.
Okay. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2015, 16.
The next test conducted by the officer was downright strange and seemed like a clear attempt to blame Thomas for something he hadn't done.
1 or 2 more I'd like you to run through real quick.
Are you going to tell me when 30 seconds?
No, you're going to tell me when 30 seconds is up.
Okay.
To the best of your knowledge. Do you understand that? Okay. How long was that?
30 seconds?
That's 36. Pretty close. Okay. When I tell you, I'm going to pick a hand. When I say right, you're going to bring your right finger up. You're going to tip of your finger, tip of your nose. Right. Left. Right. Left. Left. And right.
A revealing conversation was captured on the officer's body camera, exposing the officer's questionable actions.
Turned wrong, stopped while walking, used arms.
He stepped out of position briefly during the introductory phase. On the Romberg, it's supposed to estimate 30 seconds to kind of see what it clocks at. It came in at 36 seconds, which is right on the edge of the window of error. Error is 25 to 35. And when I told him to close his eyes watching it, his eyes are fluttering like crazy, and his body's like super rigid. He does have a messed up eye. He's on light duty. He has a detached retina. And so I asked him, like, well, what else besides your eye hurt? See anything else? No, just my eye.
Whatever he has. I don't know
Is
about
that
alcohol.
a medical emergency, or are we talking about intoxication?
Intoxicated on something, but I don't think alcohol.
Do you think they have like a medical emergency here? No. So if it's not a medical emergency, is he normal, or would he believe possibly he's intoxicated under something?
Yeah.
Okay.
He believed Thomas was under the influence of a legally prescribed non-narcotic drug used to treat attention deficit disorder in adults.
Go that route if you like to, or you can tell them point blank. I've done it both ways, depending on their engaging. If I feel like they're be compliant, I'll tell them, hey, you be advised, or get placed in the restroom. I'm intoxicated, turn and put you in the back. If I don't believe that's going to work, I'll play the trigger. I'll be like, hey, turn on one more test, turn around for me, and that's what I'll do. I gauge the guys when I do that. I think we can go either direction with him.
No, I mean, I'd have to make some phone calls.
Like I said, if you're willing to give me somebody to call, I'll personally call myself. If not, I'm going to have to call my animal control officer, and they're going to pick up your dog.
The absence of legally sufficient justification led to Thomas's arrest, causing many to question the legitimacy of the entire encounter. Although the charges against Thomas were dropped, his career as a firefighter came to an end. On June 30th, 2024, a man was released from the police station after being arrested the night before for drinking and almost hitting an officer. After his release, the police kept some of his personal belongings and refused to give them back.
We can't release anything that went into evidence, even if it's for safekeeping. You have to schedule an appointment with our evidence technician.
Dude, I need my wallet, my phone, my ID.
I don't have access to it. We don't have access to any of that stuff. Once it goes in evidence, the evidence technician...
Evidence for what?
Because it's for safekeeping, it all goes into an evidence law.
So how do I live without my phone and my wallet, my ID?
You start by not getting arrested. That's a good start.
Well, that's in the past, so I have to move forward.
Okay, so like I said, none of us have access to those things.
Okay, who has access?
The evidence tech. He's going to be here tomorrow.
What you'll have to do is you'll have to call,
You have to call and schedule an appointment
tomorrow
with him.
morning, and you have to schedule an appointment.
I have nothing for the night. My money, my phone, no numbers.
That was in the past, but you made decisions in the past that have gotten you to the point where you're at.
Dude,
right
you
now.
guys have my I was released from jail, bailed out, give me my stuff.
The policy seemed suspicious. Taking someone's belongings and calling them evidence was definitely not a smart move. The man became more and more angry, and he had every right to be.
Is that?
Just explained it. We just explained it. It's Sunday. It's only during business hours. It's not going to be retrieved.
The evidence technician works 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
So I'll be here at 9 a.m.
Sure.
Yes.
Yep. I don't know if he'll be able to give you your stuff right then. Normally it's on an appointment scheduling basis.
But you can call.
Well, if he doesn't get here till 9, how can I call and make an appointment till 9?
You can't.
So call at 9 and make an appointment.
Call with what? You have my phone.
Show up here at 9.
So show up at 9.
That's what I just said.
Okay. Have a good one.
You guys enjoy this? You know, the police used to help people.
We tried to.
I went to that hospital to get sober, and then I wake up in jail.
Dude,
charged.
You came at me.
I don't remember anything, dude.
Well, that's not my fault.
I'm not saying it is, but it's
Okay.
your fault that you have my stuff now.
No, it's not.
That's
actually
your
You can't
fault.
leave it there.
Soon, the supervisor came outside. Instead of helping with the issue, the supervisor only tried to escalate the situation.
I'm not the evidence tech.
Call your f***ing supervisor.
He's right there.
Let me speak to him.
Okay. He's not going to get it for you either.
Let me speak to him.
Dude, I get bailed out of jail, and I have no access to my ID, my phone, my money, nothing. And you're telling me I have to come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. to make an appointment to get my stuff back that you took?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do today?
I don't know.
And you don't give
It's not that I don't give a What option do I have for you? It is our policy. We can't bring bags into the jail for the jail policy. We have to bring them
That's
back here and
fine.
secure the
They're
property.
here. Now give them to me.
It's not how it works, which I've been listening to them describe to you and explain to you.
How does it work?
I'm not an evidence technician. I am a sergeant. These are officers. We are not evidence people. It gets submitted.
Pull them up!
It's not how it works!
Banker's hours?
Just like that, the supervisor resorted to the officer's power tactics and bullying. The man should have received his property, but instead, the situation worsened as he chose to walk away.
You're worthless. You get paid way too much.
You can come back on Monday at 9 a.m.
I will.
and
I'll be
schedule an
here.
appointment. But right now you need to leave.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Right now you need to leave.
Thank you, buddy.
Have a great night, sir.
Off somewhere else. My dad was a state trooper.
That's great.
And he puts you pieces of shame.
That's great.
You're doing the name a really good service.
People used to help people.
You want to come back over here, you can go to jail. I'm not the one. You dealt with them last night, you can deal with me today.
Just when it seemed like the matter was over, the officers made it about their egos and did the unthinkable.
Why did she tell me to put it for tomorrow? That's her fault, not mine. She said come back at 6. You're fucking stupid liaison.
As if the policy wasn't bad enough, the officers arrested him just for turning toward them while walking away. He had every right to be angry.
You're angry, and guess what? You're going to jail angry.
I came here to get my stuff.
Angry. And guess where that got you? Nowhere.
It would have got me away. It doesn't matter. You told me I'm home for tomorrow.
I don't know how many cops it needs to tell you to explain to get your stuff back at a scheduled time.
She said 6 o'clock. Hey, come back tomorrow, and this all would have been avoided.
For your cuts or anything, do you want fire rescue?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just pushed my face into the man for no reason.
Roll the window back up.
What started as a simple situation quickly escalated into an assault and arrest as the cops forced him into their cruiser and took him back to jail.
Charging me with?
Sit down, swing your feet in.
What are you charging me with?
Swing your feet in.
What are you charging me with? What the fuck?
For multiple things, he came back just now to try to get his stuff from when he was arrested. We explained he couldn't. He refused to leave the property. He resisted us again, so we had to throw him to the ground and wrestle with him.
He clearly didn't resist the cops at all and was just angry at the absurd policy. He was later charged with resisting arrest but was able to bond out soon after. Next, here's a reckless officer who quickly faced some well-deserved karma after targeting the wrong auditor.
Sorry, no, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on public property that I pay for?
Yes.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes.
Barry Dave was walking past the South Padre Island Police Department's parking lot when he began recording the facility. That's when one of the officers approached him and did something truly strange.
This morning she was itching all over.
Yes, sir. Sir.
You can go back to work. That's what I pay you to do, isn't it?
What's that?
Go back to work.
I'm sorry, no, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on public property that I pay for?
Yes.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes.
Officer David Lier was the aggressor, placing the auditor in handcuffs without even speaking to him. At this point, it seemed like these officers had completely lost control.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes, you can.
We find out who you are.
Okay.
So what is it you're doing back here? Hey guys. Your phone is perfectly fine.
Hey
and
guys,
it's on still. See that?
go ahead and call.
Step over here.
Please.
We're talking to you. So step over here and tell us what you're doing back here. This is private property, and that's why we're asking you.
How can a police department be private property?
You have an ID with you.
How can a police department be
You have an ID with you, sir.
Ma'am, did you turn my phone off?
You got a,
That's a violation of my First Amendment.
The auditor's Fourth and First Amendment rights were clearly violated, and things were about to get even worse.
What What's your full name and date of birth? What's your full name and date of birth?
Can I please talk to a supervisor?
What's your full name and date of birth?
You guys are working on getting a lawsuit.
So listen, you're fixing to be arrested for failure to ID if you don't identify yourself.
That's a secondary charge. What's the primary
charge? Do you understand?
What's the primary charge?
Do you understand?
What's the primary charge, sir?
What is your name and date of birth?
Sir, what's the primary charge?
You are being detained right now.
I'm not going to answer anything. If I'm detained, then I don't have to talk to you. I like my lawyer, please.
Thank you.
And if I'm not detained, I'm free to go.
What is your name and date of birth then?
I like my attorney.
Pat him down, make sure he doesn't have any weapons on him.
As the situation escalated, a supervisor stepped in and received the incident report from Officer Lier. In just a matter of seconds, he was about to hold the officer accountable for his actions.
He's back here walking by the units recording.
He's just recording the units?
Yeah. So he's just detained right now. I'll cut him loose, I don't mind, but.
First Amendment right, sir?
Huh?
Yeah, he's one of those. Really?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
No signs restricting me from coming back here, sir. Excuse me, sir, you're the supervisor.
So.
You guys gonna let me go now?
Yeah, we'll let you go. Let's take him and walk him over there.
Can you please make sure my phone is still on? If you turn off my phone, I'll be filing a lawsuit against you for violating my First Amendment rights. That phone
Let's
is
take him
my
over.
record.
Dave's anger was completely justified after being humiliated by his sergeant. Now, Officer Lier had to face the consequences of his actions and deal with Dave's frustration.
I don't know what you're back here for.
You just got yourself in a world.
Go ahead.
You don't need to know what I'm back here for.
Yeah.
What did I do, sir? What was your reasonable, articulable suspicion that I had committed a crime, was about to commit a crime, or had just committed a crime?
You're standing around walking back here recording us in our unit.
Oh, so that's against the law? Recording you is against the law. Did you hear that, guys?
Soon after the chaos, the officers walked back into the building, heads hung in shame. However, Dave wasn't going to let the matter go that easily.
Starting the cover up. I need everyone's badge. No, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. I need your name and badge number, sir. I need your name and badge number. I need your name and badge number. I need the sergeant out here. I need the lieutenant out here. Or I need the chief of police out here. You guys are not just going to walk away from this. I'm sorry. That officer up big time.
The case is still ongoing, and we hope he receives the compensation he deserves.
Who's coming out to talk to me, sir?
What?
Who's coming out to talk to me?
I don't know, man. I just got here.
Okay, well, you just got here. Now you're in it, too. Name and badge number. You should have stopped that officer. I warned him. I warned him that he was up. Okay, guys, there it is. South Padre Island Police. They're all scattered like a bunch of scared rats because they know that they stepped in it big time. I was grabbed. I was roughed up. Okay? And,
None of the officers dared to step out and speak with the auditor. Dave stood firm on his stance and filed a civil rights lawsuit against the officers and the city. Meet an officer from the Oklahoma City Police Department. On May 5th, 2024, police were called to 3108 Northwest 61st Street in response to a domestic incident in which a woman had fired at a man in the chest. Upon arrival, officers found the adult male victim outside the home and quickly moved him to safety for medical care. The officers then instructed 61-year-old Lisa Daniels, the female suspect, to exit the house. However, Miss Daniels shouted to the officers that she was armed. Watch how the situation unfolds from there.
Reedy, come back up here. She's saying she has. Come out with your hands up! Come out with your hands up!
Someone go less lethal. Drop it now. Drop it. Someone go less lethal. Drop it now. Drop it.
Drop it. Drop. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop.
You're on the ground.
Point it. Drop it.
That's not.
Drop the. Drop.
You're on the ground.
Point it. Drop it.
That's not.
The The officers quickly took cover outside the residence. Moments later, Ms. Daniels emerged from the house with a sweater covering her hand and made movements as though she was holding a firearm. As she approached an officer and raised her hand, he fired at her. Fortunately, she was not hit. When she turned around, the officers realized there was no weapon under the sweater and immediately deployed a taser, taking her into custody. She was booked into the Oklahoma County Detention Center on charges of domestic assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. The officer involved was placed on routine administrative leave while an investigation is conducted. Thankfully, no further injuries were reported. An employee approached a man who was taking pictures outside a bank and began asking him a series of questions about his intentions.
He wanted to ask if our money was secure.
Our money's very secure, but I don't understand what you're...
He's taking pictures.
I'm just doing an investigation.
For who?
I can't really get into who it's for, but I just had a couple of questions.
Well, ask him. What?
Yeah, so you think your money's secure at this location?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's none of your business. I mean,
well, it is.
Are you scouting us to rob us or what?
Right from the start, the bank president accused the man of stealing, despite having no proof or justification for the claim.
Do you have suspicion that I'm going to rob you?
I don't know. You're taking pictures of our bank.
Yeah, no, I'm just doing my investigation.
I don't understand why. Who you working for?
Myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing an investigation.
For who?
I can't get into that right now.
Yeah, we could call the police.
Who are they? You want my ID?
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on, let me grab it for you. I don't know if my ID is here. There it is, guys. I have my press badge right here.
That's
it.
What's in the
See,
corner?
press badge.
What's in the
Oh, Dunder Mifflin. I work for Dunder Mifflin.
Never heard of such a place. Where they at?
The employee accused the man of putting the bank's safety at risk, even though he wasn't inside the building. It was a bold claim for someone who was simply taking pictures outside.
You're a good citizen?
That's what I go by, yeah. I'm a great citizen, actually.
Okay, are you an influencer or what?
An influencer?
Yeah.
What is that? Somebody like online?
Yeah.
No.
But you're
Where am I standing?
Jeopardizing our safety
But
by
the-
posting this
But
without
you're taking
permission.
pictures of people inside.
What's the important question is, where am I standing?
You're standing outside, but you're
There you
also
go.
but you're taking videos of something inside.
Yeah.
So you're breaching the security of
No,
the bank.
I'm definitely not doing that.
Yes, you are.
The president escalated the situation by threatening to call the police before walking away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Didn't know
First
that.
Amendment, yeah.
Oh, well, good. That's great.
Yeah.
Why don't we just call the police and have a
What are they going to do?
They're gonna want to know who you are.
But I'm not going to talk to
validate
them.
your story.
Why not?
I don't talk to police either. They're scary.
Well, there's probably a
Good.
reason why.
That they're scary?
Why don't you just leave?
To make matters worse, the president returned and pressured the man to leave simply because he didn't want to close his blinds.
I don't want to have any problems, but you're taking pictures of stuff privacy on my desk, and that's illegal.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is.
All right, you want to arrest me?
I can't arrest you, but the
Yeah,
police,
sure. Put me in
police are
handcuffs.
coming.
I got handcuffs. You want to
Good,
borrow them?
Good, but you privacy rules. You can't be taking stuff.
Man, you just don't understand privacy, do you?
Yeah, I understand it very well.
Why don't you create the privacy?
I did not create.
Do you
privacy.
have blinds right there that go down?
I can, but
why don't you just lower
because
that?
I want to look at the sun. I want to look at
You
the
want
world.
to look at the sun. Yeah. Well, maybe you should stand outside.
You're just here to stir up.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Am I? Maybe I'm doing my investigation.
He went even further, resorting to blatant racism and once again accusing the man of intending to rob the bank.
They're afraid of the security.
They're afraid of their security?
Yes.
Like, what security do they have?
Because they're afraid somebody was going to come in and rob the bank. You're casing our bank. We don't want that.
Casing the bank in the daylight with a big tripod and
You never know today.
Yeah.
Sir.
Have you guys gotten robbed before?
I'm not going to comment
So
on
that answer is no.
If the bank's customer information is that easy to access, maybe they should be reevaluating their own security measures instead of wrongly accusing an innocent man.
If you want to look at the sun, I suggest you putting your desk out here on the sidewalk.
Okay.
You might see the sun better.
Yeah. You really got a really nice mouth.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
Yeah, you do.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry you don't like to talk to men.
Yeah, nah. They kind of scare me, especially the guys you called with and tasers and all that stuff. I don't really.
Why did that scare
I mean, they're scary people. You don't think?
They protect us.
They do bad things, man.
No, they don't.
Oh, the police don't do bad things?
They protect us.
So you're one of those, huh? The police,
Those what?
you're the Blue Line gang members. You support that Blue Line.
A few moments later, the cops arrived at the scene and started talking with the bank manager.
You should have did that in the first place. That's what I was telling you.
Not talking to you.
Oh, now you don't want to talk to me?
Sir, please just one at a time.
No, because when I asked him one at a time, he wanted to speak with the other lady. So now I'm going to speak two at a time to you.
I'm asking you kindly.
Nah, I don't do kind things.
So yeah, that's what we're
Okay.
at. So
Well, I appreciate it.
he's done this with other banks.
Hey, I appreciate you guys coming out. You guys do great work.
The officer even suggested to the bank president that he simply close his blinds instead of making a scene, pointing out how unnecessary the drama had become.
If he knows he's not allowed inside the bank, he can go inside any point.
Do we know who this individual works for? Can we ask for that?
Well, I can ask, but he's not obligated to give me any of that information.
Okay.
I told him I had my press badge from Dunder Mifflin, but he didn't know who Dunder Mifflin was.
Well, we hope so too, but unfortunately that's all we can do right now. So we'll have extra patrol at all the banks and stuff.
Well, good. Because we want to make sure that our staff is safe.
Apparently, the president needed a police officer to explain that the man wasn't committing any crime and had every right to take pictures.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the world we live in and how it has to be.
It is. It's an interesting
And you got to remember, there's cameras everywhere, so you shouldn't be afraid of my one camera.
I'm not afraid.
I mean, you guys have cameras out here too.
I'm not
so.
afraid of your camera.
Okay.
Is there anything else we can do for you, sir?
No, but hey, thanks for coming. No problem.
Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Good seeing you.
Just so you know, you obviously are not allowed inside the bank.
I don't need directives or anything.
It includes the bank.
Yeah, I don't like directives.
Yeah, I got it.
The officers then approached and gave the man directives, but he was already fully aware of his rights and boundaries and refused to be intimidated any longer. Next, here's another example of a police officer abusing his authority in the worst possible way.
This guy's created this entire scene. I can't interact with you now, okay? You're part of them. You're telling me you're them. One of them?
I'll come back to you in a minute.
You're one of them. You're already taking sides. I see where you're at.
In July 2023, in Jackson, Michigan, a First Amendment auditor was filming a homeless man sleeping on a public sidewalk when another man approached and started making threats against him.
Alone and go mind your business. What are you doing? Leave him alone. Go mind your business. Sir, go before... Sir, go before we have a problem. Go. Leave him alone. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, you better stay away from me. It's going to be a problem. You need to leave people alone.
Okay, so we got this Darren here that wants to obstruct our work here, wants to interfere.
Yes, can you send an officer right away over to Kroger's, please? I got a person over here disturbing someone while they're sleeping on the sidewalk. He's walking up on. Listen, please please step away from me, sir. Step away from me, please.
As if this wasn't strange enough, a few other cars also stopped in the middle of the road because they had a problem with the guy filming the street. Within seconds, the situation was about to spiral out of control.
No, a regular camper. Hey, listen, stay away from my. Okay, listen, listen, go about your business. No, he's walking around and there's a blue car that's following him around that he must be with.
So,
ESF.
this guy right here, he stopped it.
And keep him away. You need to go, man. Why don't you leave? The police are on their way. You're gonna get in trouble. Please leave.
It was ironic that the man in the blue hoodie was giving the auditor advice that he clearly needed to follow himself. It turned out that many other people felt the need to stop and interfere with someone exercising their First Amendment rights.
Why don't you come over here a little bit closer? You want to interrupt?
You know what?
Mr. Big Mouth. Mr. Big Mouth.
Shut up.
Let's get Mr. Big Mouth here on camera.
Shut up. Hey, here I am. God, here you are. There, that's right there.
This is what this guy, Mr. Big Mouth.
To you. That's to you.
Don't get close to me.
Sure.
There you go. Get the hell out of here.
No, I'm not leaving. No.
Look at this guy. Wow, unbelievable. Look at this male Karen.
Probably one of the funniest audits you'll see, as these clueless individuals keep bullying the auditor who is doing nothing wrong.
Stay away from me.
Okay, listen, I'm telling you.
Go back to your car and wait for the cops. Stay away from me.
Hold on. Just let them get out of the car and listen. I'm the one that called the police, okay? He is bothering this innocent person that ain't doing nothing but laying on the damn ground, okay? I told him to step away from him. He walks up to the lady over here, threatening the lady over here, right? I got him.
You want to stay? No, stay back over there
See?
on the sidewalk.
Finally, the officer arrived, and the auditor hoped he would stand up for justice, telling those rude individuals that he was doing nothing wrong. However, the officer turned out to be an even bigger fool.
Citizen get the light to my back. Citizen journalist got in contact for a story documented on matters of public interest, and the guy in the orange car and the blue, he comes and starts threatening me, getting in my face, and I'm not threatening anybody.
Okay.
I'm just standing here with the right to defend myself. Documented matters of public interest. Homeless population's real big here.
And they said that you were in his face, talking to him, and
they can say what they want. They got proof of any of that? I've got video of everything
I'm not
I'm
asking
doing.
for proof. I'm just saying that. What's your response to that?
The officer tried to de-escalate the situation by speaking with the bystanders. However, he stopped short of telling them that the auditor was doing nothing illegal and had every right to film in public.
Why do I need to contact my supervisor?
Well,
in regards to
I'm just not sure how you're going to handle this situation with these guys. They're spewing out a lot of lies.
One, you need to stay away separate from them.
I am.
So that you
I'm not on there. I'm staying out here. See this right here? That's public property. I'm staying on public property. Mob mentality at form, just like, did you see any videos of Jackson, Michigan, the mob mentality in Jackson, Michigan?
Stop talking to him.
I'm talking to you.
As an individual started to leave, the officer shockingly returned to the auditor with a trespass warning. It's unbelievable how these officers have no understanding of the First Amendment right to film.
This is unbelievable what I deal with out here taking pictures in public. This is what I deal with in Jackson, Michigan. I appreciate you showing up and de-escalating this. Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Am I posed a threat?
Yes, you do. You already posed a threat to me. You and this Karen right here.
The shameless group quickly got in their cars and drove off. None of them had the decency to help the homeless person they had been so worried about earlier.
Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Am I posed a threat?
Yes, you do. You already posed a threat to me. You and this Karen right here.
You're out here doing the justice. You're doing the right thing. You keep this up.
These individuals acted as though they had the authority to control others' actions. What's even more concerning is that none of the officers took a firm stand to address their behavior, further highlighting the corruption at play. On October 13, 2021, officers responded to a report of a stolen bicycle in a neighborhood and approached Jim Rogers, the suspect who fit the description. What started as a simple suspicion quickly turned into something much more serious.
531, description on that mail again, please.
Black male, thin, in his 50s, a black t-shirt with yellow writing, SLU on the back, gray sweatpants with a blue baseball cap.
Alright, I'm out with that mail now.
I didn't do
Why'd you
that.
take the bite? Why were you Alright, I'm out with that mail
I
now.
thought somebody was giving it away. How
would you think that? Be quiet. How would you think that if you're going on somebody's porch?
Well, I didn't take nothing away. I didn't take it from him.
Okay, but did you go on someone's porch?
No, I didn't take it away. I didn't take nothing.
I didn't ask you that. I said, did you go on someone's porch?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir, I didn't.
You got ID?
No,
Put your hands up. Just put your get your hands up.
oh,
If you stick
okay.
your hands in your
Go
pocket
ahead.
again, I'm gonna take you to the ground. You understand that?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
It's for officer safety. Right now, I just want to make sure you don't have any weapons. Okay?
Yes, sir. Okay, I have no weapon.
Do anything stupid.
I have no weapon.
531. I'm at Harriet and West Penn Place right now with this mail. 531. I'm at Harriet and West Penn. You have a wallet, right? Right?
Huh?
Your wallet. This your wallet?
Where?
Alright, you're about to go in cuffs. Keep your hands up. That's the last time I'm gonna say it. Is this your wallet or not?
Things took an odd turn when the officer tried to take Jim's wallet. Feeling the injustice, Jim reacted and pushed back against the officer. However, it didn't end well for him as he found himself facing an ego-driven cop.
That there?
Excuse me.
Okay. Oh,
yes,
that's not my...
What did I say?
Okay, sir. Okay, I'm listening.
531, this mail.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening.
531, this mail. Step it up for the... Are you back? Where you gonna get tased?
I'm listening to you, sir.
Now.
3533.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you, sir.
I'm not going to tase. Put your hands on your back. You want to get tased. Now! Do it now! Ma'am, mind your business. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Ma'am, I'm not doing anything, ma'am.
Sir, you're about to get tased.
I'm not doing a couple units there.
Let me see your hands.
34.
Let me see your hands.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Put your hands behind your back.
3 units.
Now! Now!
Right here. I didn't do
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not doing any problem.
Sir, put your hands behind
3531. 3531.
Turn around. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay.
The officer then resorted to their preferred weapon, a taser, shocking Jim multiple times. Despite being tased repeatedly, Jim managed to run, but he couldn't escape as the officer continued to tase him without stopping.
Put your hands, please.
Put your hands.
Sir,
bring him in.
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, sir. This is it. I didn't do,
Sir, get locked again. Stop.
All units stay off the air until units get on the scene at Harriet Street.
Now, give me your hands. You're going to get it again. You're going to... Step it up. Step it up, sir. Put your hands behind your back. Now.
Copy.
Turn around. This is the last time. Turn around.
Sir, can you just put your hands behind your back?
Go away. You're interfering. Get your hands off. I'll still have to lie.
Sir, put your hands behind your back.
Get your hands behind your back. Now. Now. Put your hands behind your back. You're going to get sprayed, sir. You're going to get sprayed.
Give me your oil. Give me your oil. Give me your oil.
When one officer couldn't manage the situation, other patrol cars were called to the scene. Many passersby criticized what was happening, but once force took over, nothing else seemed to matter.
Okay, then we don't need your assistance then. We don't need that.
I at least believe in human dignity.
Despite his pleas, Rogers was taken to UPMC Mercy Hospital, where he later passed away. The city reached an $8 million settlement with Rogers' family, and the 5 officers involved faced consequences, including terminations and retirements. Kimberly Wilson called 911 to report that she had been hit by a car, and the reckless driver was an officer named Roadside. The officers arrived quickly and approached Officer Roadside.
How you doing?
I am not strong.
You okay?
Yeah. I had a prostate surgery.
Okay.
I'm on anesthesia right now. I'm trying to get home to send a message.
Okay.
I will pay for her, whatever
Yeah.
to do.
Okay. But I can get it from my
Like, I can't, I gotta get home.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I'm looking at you. She's okay. You all right? You want an ambulance or anything?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I just want to get home.
All right. Fair enough.
Whatever works with her car, I'll pay for it.
Okay. That works. Not a problem.
I got all the paperwork for the hospital.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, not a big deal. We'll take care of it. Get you out of here quick. Going home?
Yeah.
All right.
I live in Cinnamon, I'm going right home.
Here. Okay. All right, let me go check out here. I'll be right with you.
Trying to avoid accountability, Roadside blamed his reckless driving on a recent surgery. He also stated that Wilson had stopped suddenly, which caused the rear-end collision.
How you doing?
Not good.
You okay?
Recon 7134, we're back in business.
This guy, he got out of the car, I broke his shovel, his uniform's inside out. I got out of the car, he took me to pull him. I'm like, are you going to call the cops or are you going to take care of this? He said, I'll take care of it. He goes, I'll take care of it. He goes, I'll give you my number. I said, no, I don't operate that way. He said, I'll take care of it. He goes, I'll write you a check for $1,000. I said, are you a cop? He said, yeah, I'm a cop. I go, where's your uniform? His uniform's going inside out. He said, it's in the car. You want to see it? I go, where's your weapon? And he pulled his thing open like this to show me that he had his weapons on him.
Okay.
And this fell out of his pocket when he did it, and a magazine fell on the floor. And then I said to him, you get back in your car right now. My son-in-law's a state trooper. Get back in your car. You're scaring me.
He was visibly drunk, and to make matters worse, Roadside offered Wilson $1,000 as a bribe to keep the incident quiet.
I got in my car, and I called my fiance. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Call the cops.
All right, first, let me get your, obviously, let me get your license, registration, insurance. We'll take a report. He's not going to take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, so what happens if you have him drinking?
Well, I got to get a supervisor on scene, because they're the ones who got to take too far action. I got to get a supervisor on scene, because they handle the too far action.
Oh, and also, when I pulled, he was in the gas station. I was getting gas.
Oh, back there?
Yeah, he was in front of me.
He what?
He was in front of me.
Okay.
And he stopped right in the middle, and so I had to back up and go around them. And then I came up here, and when I stopped for the light, for the stop sign, I didn't hit him.
The statements from both parties contradicted each other. Wilson stated that she was waiting at a stop sign when Roadside's police vehicle crashed into her.
Want EMS to check you out at all? Are you hurt at all?
I don't think so. I think I'm just
More shaken up than anything? Yeah. Okay. I wish, yeah, it's in the, trooper hit somebody from behind.
Roadside's blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit. However, he admitted to driving under the influence and was fined $386, along with being ordered to complete 12 hours at a resource center for drunk drivers. Meet Officer Al Gabe, the chief of police for the Turtle Lake Police Department. On August 25, 2022, a YouTuber and urban adventurer named Travis Hines was resting in his parked car in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin, when he unexpectedly encountered Chief Gabe. What happens next is a series of events that would challenge the officer's authority and bring his actions into the public spotlight.
Here today. Been here all day.
I have?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the problem?
This is not for people just to be hanging out here sleeping in their vehicles.
Oh, is it rest?
You've been here all day. You've been here ever since I came to work this morning, so you got some ID?
Let's see your ID.
Right here, it's right on my chest.
Ray 2004 Ford Focus with Travis Hines out of Lava Hot Springs.
10-4. What brings you to Turtle Lake from Washington?
See this in my hand? Oh, rainy out here, huh?
A little bit.
Take a while to turn on, huh? Alright, here, I guess I'll get out.
Well, you don't need to get out, but you got some ID?
It's uncomfortable sitting like this, so...
Well, you're in here sleeping like that.
Laying down. What's the law about?
You can't loiter in our town.
No, okay, is that what ordinance you
That's our village ordinance.
can't loiter in our town?
In a clear display of authority, Chief Gabe accuses Mr. Hines of loitering and unlawfully staying in Turtle Lake. The chief goes even further, telling Mr. Hinesy that he must leave the town right away.
Bottom line, just get in your car and get out of Turtle Lake. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be making my way out, but...
No, now.
I'm not, no.
We're done. We're done here. If you don't want to cooperate,
Well,
just get in your car and leave.
Are you a chief or something?
I'm the police chief. Yes, I am.
All right, good job. So you're not an elected position.
We're not here to debate who I am, what I'm doing. I told you who I am. I told you I was the Turtle Lake Police Department when I arrived.
Okay. Oh yeah, and were you called or?
No.
Or you just come up on your own?
It doesn't matter. You've been here. I told you I've been here all day.
You've been here all day?
You have.
Okay.
Don't turn my words around.
Well,
we're not going to play that game.
We've all been here, I mean, for a while.
Right now, we're asking you to leave our town completely.
We? Who's we? You didn't get elected.
The village board put me in charge of enforcing the ordinance. So if the village board tells me that they don't want people loitering in this town.
You got a mayor?
They have a village president.
Okay, so he's not elected.
Yes, he is. then why would you call it? We're not going to debate this,
That'd
okay?
be similar to mayor.
If you don't want to ID yourself, just get in your car and let's be gone. We're not here to debate it. You need to leave. That's pretty very valuable. Travis, let's get in your car. Let's go. So we're gonna find this ordinance. Travis, we're done. We're gonna find this ordinance. We're not gonna stand out in the rain all day just to. I'm telling you that we're done. You need to leave. That's an order from us. If you don't follow our order, we can take you to jail. A lawful order to leave. Yes. And what's the limit for parking? You said. Is there what? You're loitering here. You have no business here. This is not a place to sleep. This is not a place to camp out. I'm not camping. You're here sleeping. You told me you're here sleeping. Resting. I was resting. Well, you've been here since 8 o'clock this morning. The car's been parked here. So what? Yeah, it's getting a little rainy, huh? Yeah. So let's go. Head out of town. And find somewhere else to rest. Okay. I think. Yeah, okay. There we go.
After the incident, Mr. Heinze left the area as instructed by Chief Gabe. However, the story didn't end there. As news of the encounter spread and gained public attention, the authorities in Turtle Lake took action. They suspended the town's loitering laws and started an investigation into Chief Gabe's actions. While the details of the investigation are unclear, one thing is certain: Chief Gabe retired from his role as Chief of Police in January 2023. Meet Officer Joshua Elmore from the Arkansas State Police. On January 27, 2021, Osama Abaras, a driver for Seator Wholesale, was on a business trip from California to Tennessee when he was pulled over by the Texas Department of Public Safety for allegedly tailgating another vehicle. During the stop, officers found $96,690 in cash in his possession. After verifying with the bank that Abaras frequently made cash transactions, he was allowed to continue his journey. But the story doesn't end there.
Hey, Broadmoor State Police, you're just falling too close.
I'm sorry?
You're falling too close to that car.
I kept, I was gonna turn bash it. I wasn't too close, but
no, you're too close to it, man. Too close. You have a license with you?
Yeah. I was too close.
I like your car.
Sorrento car, thank you.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you have the rental agreement with you?
That's in my phone.
Okay. You coming from Kansas City?
No, I'm coming from California, sir.
Oh man, that's a long way.
Yes, sir. I was too close. I thought I had at least 3 car lengths.
No, you had less than a car. Oh, okay, okay. What you doing out there in Tracy?
Tracy? Some business.
Business? What kind of business you do?
I deliver cars.
You deliver cars? You drove a car down there?
No, I flew there. I'm in personal business.
Personal business? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, you got your phone back. Have you got any weapons on you?
No.
You mind hopping out for me real quick?
Sure.
Come over to this window. I'll talk to you over here, okay?
Officer Elmore asks for permission to search Osama Aburas' vehicle. What he finds during the search is about to take this story in a completely unexpected direction.
Why do you have a large amount of cash, sir?
I can't explain that. I have a receipt. I'm going to the bank. I got stopped in Texas. I have that thing, and they checked me out. Everything is good.
How much is it?
It's about close to 100.
100,000?
And I have the number. You can call in Texas. They check me out for 2-3 hours, and they let me go. I'm picking up from one company, delivering to the bank. I have the receipt. I have the paper. Everything. I have the number from Texas.
Where's your receipt and stuff at?
During the search, Officer Elmore finds $96,690 in cash hidden inside a bag. He quickly suspects that the money could be linked to illegal activities like substance trafficking.
In the car. Can I show you?
Hold on. Well, where's it at?
It's in the bag.
In the bag with it?
There's a folder white.
Okay. Inside your suitcase?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also I have the number for Texas. They stopped me like for 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Put the number, they checked me, everything was okay. They let me go. That was just it.
Did you sell something?
No. I'm just delivering the money from this company to that company. They sell them. And C2R, the company.
What company are you living in for?
C2R.
What's that?
It's a distribution company.
Like a distribution company?
No. It's
Why are they having you drive $100,000 across the country? So it's not your money.
Oh no. Okay, why? Because when they do the sales, if they want to wire money and stuff like that, the bank holds on it. So what I do is
the bank what?
The hold if they wire or check. Sometimes they don't take checking for delivery. So they do that cash for it's fast. If they do checks, they hold the checks for a week or so until they clear it, and they don't do that kind of business. I mean, I have the number on Texas.
Okay. All right. Well, just give me a second, okay?
Unable to verify the previous day's investigation with the Texas Department of Public Safety, Officer Elmore decides to take matters into his own hands.
Money. Okay. That white police car, just follow it, and it's going to take you back around. We're going to some state highways, but we'll be right. Just follow him, okay? Yes, sir. Hello.
Officer Elmore sees the cash found in Mr. Aburris's vehicle, but despite the discovery, no arrest was made, and Mr. Aburris was allowed to continue his journey. Later, CTOR Wholesale filed a formal complaint, and the case eventually went to federal court. The police claimed they had found substance traces on the money, but after months of legal battles, a settlement was reached. The company was refunded $338,676, while the rest of the money was forfeited. Meet Officer Phil Kiersnowski from the Bristol Police Department. In November 2019, he pulled over a vehicle for allegedly having tinted windows. What Officer Kiersnowski didn't realize was that the driver was actually Senator John Lundberg's daughter. Watch how the traffic stop plays out.
Sam? No. You know how dark your window tint is?
Oh, Officer McDaniel checked it last week. I swear to you, he pulled me over for it. You can check it, though. But yeah, he pulled me over last week for it.
Dark as hell.
Yeah, he pulled me over last week for it. But he checked it and said it was fine.
I don't think it is.
I swear, he pulled me over right in front of my house. On near King College.
$497,462. Hold on one second. Okay. Got another officer's got a little meter that he can put on it. You close to Weaver Pike, south side. $10-4, please. It's dark as hell.
But it's so good. But yeah, Officer McDaniel checked it last week, like literally in front of my house. He pulled me over pulled me over in October because my tags were expired, and he checked it then.
Okay. You don't have like a medical exemption or anything like that, do you? No. Okay. Why is it so dark? Other than it looks good.
I don't know. I mean, it's been like this for a year and a half.
Well,
I've been pulled over for it twice, but they've checked it both times. McDaniel pulled me over twice for it, and he's checked it both times.
Do you use one of the cards like this, or do you have a meter?
Use the card.
Carter's on his way here. He's got a meter. We can check it.
After Lundberg's daughter informed Officer Kirsnowski that another officer had already questioned her about the window tint, he attempted to mute his microphone to speak privately. However, the mic wasn't fully muted, and his words were still captured. Listen to what he says next.
Honest with you, if it's dark, if it's overly lit, I'm going to give you a citation. However, that's just because the admin's on over window tint. One phone call from your dad would probably get rid of it and save all of us a lot of heartache. The chief and county are real heavy on window tint right now. We don't know why. So, you know, we all said if we found you driving in the right attention. You all said that? Well, we all know your window tint's real dark, and I don't believe that's. But yeah.
So you all are targeting?
No, I didn't. Just like I said, one call from your dad would probably make all this go away, and save all of us a lot of heartache. So. You got your license on you?
Yeah,
I do. Sit tight.
Officer Kirsnowski suggested that she involve her father in the traffic stop to avoid causing the officers unnecessary trouble. He also criticized the police department's window tint enforcement policy, saying the administration was closely monitoring it, leaving him with no choice but to issue a citation. However, he kept mentioning that involving her father could make things easier for everyone. Watch how the encounter concludes.
Your window tint meter. Mm-hmm.
Gotta try to get it shut down.
Yep, need the window tint meter. How's this thing work?
You just stick it on.
Stick it on there. Alrighty. She says Matt pulled her up the other day and said it was good. It looks real dark to me.
What if I don't want him to check my window tint? I don't like you.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Why don't you like Carter?
I'm just kidding.
Alright. You can roll this one up just a little bit. Or that one. He might get his chin stuck in it. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, that one. Whoa! You're gonna cut your hand off.
What's the legal on this meter? What's the legal limit on the meter?
It's supposed to be 35. I usually do it 30. What is it?
12.
She is illegal.
Illegal?
No, 65.
12. I think when Max stopped you, Max blind.
Dang.
So, sit tight for me, okay?
All right.
All right. There's your ID back. Except, I hate doing this, but our admin's on us real heavy for window tint. A lot of us don't agree with it, but...
My mom's got a ticket today, too.
Where?
I was giving her so much for it. Now I'm like, Graham.
Oh, well, Josh is a jerk, so... Shut up! Don't tell people that. No, court date set for February 26th at 8 a.m. You do have the option of having it taken off and get legal limit, and the judge will treat it as a warning and he'll dismiss it.
I'm not even going to be in town that day.
There's a number on the back there. You can call and have it rescheduled.
Okay.
Or you can just pay the ticket and leave the window tinted as it is. However, it won't stop other people from stopping you.
Wild. Okay.
All right. You just sign there. Not admission guilt. Saying you receive a citation, you'll get taken care of. You'll appear in court. All right. Any questions for Rick?
No.
All right.
Officer Kiersnowski repeatedly muted his microphone while writing a citation for Mr. Lundberg's daughter during the traffic stop. After issuing the ticket, she was allowed to leave. However, the situation changed when the body camera footage was reviewed, leading to Officer Kiersnowski's termination by the Chief of Police. The Chief emphasized that Kiersnowski had overstepped by trying to influence a policy he disagreed with in an unprofessional and unacceptable manner. In this case, we have Officer Allison from the New York Police Department. On April 22, 2021, Stephen Ortiz, a local resident, was driving on Ocean Avenue in South Brooklyn when he saw two cars moving slowly in front of him, blocking the road. After honking to get them to move, the vehicles suddenly flashed their lights and signaled that they were undercover police cars. Watch how the situation plays out when the officers approach Mr. Ortiz.
With defo tapped. Pitch is flat. All weekend and no November light.
Oh my God.
I'm on the wrong side of you too.
Stay off the horn. I had no idea what y'all were doing. Y'all were blocking traffic.
You're only allowed to honk your horn when there's imminent danger of collision. That's the vehicle and traffic law. Understand? You don't honk your horn just because you're annoyed. Got it?
It wasn't because I was noticed, because you were blocking traffic.
You don't honk your horn for that reason, sir. Got it?
Why are you talking to me like that?
I'm just letting you know what the vehicle and traffic law is.
No. I'm not asking you the vehicle and traffic law. I'm asking you why are you talking to me like that?
I'm talking to you like that because you honk your horn and you obviously.
But you understand. But clearly you understand why I honk.
After the officer abruptly ends the conversation, Mr. Ortiz continues driving. However, as he nears the next intersection, he notices the same cop car now parked at the side of the road. Out of nowhere, Officer Allison pulls him over, stepping out of the parked vehicle.
How you doing?
Put your hands on the wheel. Put your hands on the wheel. Thank you. Put that camera back to where it was. If you want to film, if you want anything, any information, you're going to get it.
Yeah, no, I want the information because this is kind of ridiculous.
Why are you pointing the camera that way?
I'm pointing for my safety.
You can point it wherever you want, no problem.
You want to film us too? That's fine. I don't care. Yeah.
I have everything on camera.
Yeah, I know.
My question to him was, why?
Just put your hands, keep your hands there. All right? License and registration, sir.
I want the business card. I don't want a supervisor.
Yeah, you'll get everything.
Talking to one.
I'm filing a complaint. This is ridiculous.
That's fair enough.
This is ridiculous. I'm filing a complaint with the CCRB.
Okay. 1-800-341-CCRB.
And my mother's a police officer.
Where at?
At the 1PP.
Okay. You said to me, why are you talking to me like that? Did I say anything discourteous to you?
Yeah, it's very discourteous.
What was discourteous? I used profanity?
I was trying to... You don't have to use profanity to be discourteous.
Okay. What was discourteous?
Well, I was trying to explain to you why I was honking. Clearly, you knew why I was honking.
Uh-huh.
But you saw the light,
and I told you...
Once I saw the lights, I stopped honking.
Okay.
I have respect for cops. My mother's a cop. But I also understand what's going on in the world today.
That you know, as you say, your mom's a cop.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever she's a cop.
Puerto Rican. Yeah. I'm a Hispanic, but
okay.
So listen.
Let me talk first. Let me tell you the reason. All right. We're currently doing an investigation here. We're just looking for somebody. Did you get it? Did you get that? All right. If I'm talking to him, it's because I probably have something, or the guys that I'm working with right now have something. The fact that you're actually honking to us like desperate, I get it. You want to get somewhere right now, probably home to your family, whatever. But come on, bro. Just let it be. We let you work. Let it work.
When I told you, when you knew who we were, and I told you what the vehicle and traffic law was, you were still piping up.
I was piped. I have it on camera, so I don't.
Sure. I'm telling you what you were doing.
At this point now, I'm just going to record the video.
That's no problem. You're free to record whatever you want. I'm telling you about what you did.
I'm filing a complaint.
That's fair enough.
This is ridiculous.
Well, and I don't know what the basis of your complaint was because nobody was discourteous to you.
Well, I'll show the video and I'll let them figure that out.
That's cool. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. You got any information for your mom, you said?
Yeah, I'm going to call her right now.
All right. You get on the phone.
She's the one who always tells me to write complaints. Okay. That's the person who tells me to write complaints.
You're free to do that. You have a card or anything? Any proof that you're related to her?
You know, normally I don't like to use that card.
That's fine.
Mom.
What?
I have 2 NYPD officers pulled me over.
Okay.
They were blocking the streets. I honked the horn. The second they showed their lights, I stopped honking the horn. Right? So one cop goes forward, I go forward, and the other cop waits for me to tell me why I'm honking. He knows why I'm honking. I have him right here. He doesn't believe my mother's a cop. Can you please tell him?
You want me to talk?
At this point now I am going to file a complaint with the CCLV.
You want me to talk to her?
Mom, would you like to talk to the police officer?
Yeah.
How are you? So, if his license is good, he's good. No problem. I'm going to put your phone right here. If his license is good and he's got no problem, okay, go ahead. He's got, yeah, I'm hearing you. Okay. I'll do exactly that. Okay. Understood. Understood. So, here's what we got here, unless you don't want to know. Okay, so, I pulled next to your son, and I said, sir, I understand you're in a hurry. He's got it recorded, so I got no reason to lie to him. I said the vehicle and traffic law, under the vehicle and traffic law, your horn is used to signal imminent danger, not annoyance. That's all. That's all. That was too much for him, so here we are. That's what it is. I'm going to give him all of the information. Say again? I didn't hear you. He honked the horn in violation of the VTL.
Oh, okay. We'll see you in CPR.
Okay. All right. You have a good one. I'll give him all the information. There you go.
Yeah, so I honked the horn, and he's screaming at me.
For those who may not know, New York police are allowed to use unmarked vehicles for different law enforcement purposes. During the stop, Officer Allison speaks with Mr. Ortiz's mother on the phone, giving his version of the encounter. Once the call ends, Mr. Ortiz's mother tells him to remain silent for the rest of the stop.
I need to call. Let me get it. You got a pen?
Why did you hunt the
got a pen?
They were blocking the street. Once they showed their lights, I stopped honking the horn.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
No, you didn't. And I'm not arguing with you. So go ahead. No problem. Ready?
Yes.
O-L-O.
O-L-O?
Uh-huh. S-U-N.
S-U-N?
Uh-huh. Shield number 789.
Shield number
789.
I want his what, Mom?
Tax number.
Tax number.
No, she knows as well as I do, nobody gets your tax. You got my information now.
Command.
Then you come in. So you come in.
Officer Allison eventually walks away from the scene without issuing a ticket or providing an identification number, prompting Mr. Ortiz to file a formal complaint against the officer. However, Ortiz has no intention of pursuing legal action. On June 11th, 2022, Christian Glass, a 22-year-old man, got stuck near Silver Plume and called 911 for help, mentioning he had knives in the car for geological purposes and expressing fear. When officers arrived, they spent over an hour trying to convince him to leave the vehicle. Glass appeared to be in a mental health crisis, staying inside and showing fear and hesitation to comply. The officers' attempts were slow and lacked urgency, with their failed de-escalation efforts and unsuccessful negotiation, particularly in how they asked him to drop the knife.
Just push the unlock button for me, okay? We started getting a little excited here. Let's slow it down. Unlock the door for me, man. Okay? Just push the lock button. Are you afraid of us? Christian, are you afraid of us? What are you afraid of? What are you worried about? That's why we're here, to make sure you're okay. Did you see the moon tonight? You haven't seen the moon. It just came up over the mountain there. You know the moon just came over the mountain, right? Do you hear me? You hear what I'm telling you? Okay, I just see. I looked up. We got a moon. Just came over the mountain. You ready to take a minute? You know what I think you need? Some water and a cigarette. I think you need that. What do you think? We're not going to do it sitting here. You're in a hard way. We're in a hard way. But you got a guess too. You're in a hard way. All right. Can we do this? You can't get it done yet? You can't open your door? That's not going to help. Christian, do me a favor. Throw that knife on the floor, okay?
Seemingly oblivious to how detached and overwhelmed Christian had become, the officer continued to question him, missing every chance to address the source of his panic. With a series of vague comments and misplaced concerns about irrelevant matters, it became clear that Christian was no longer in a mental state where he could comply easily. This set the stage for things to spiral out of control. Instead of arranging mental health support, the officers kept pushing him to unlock the door.
Here, offer your pen.
Need a better pen? You want a marker? Got a Sharpie. It won't come off. Or you want some paper? I got paper. Do you want some paper, Christian? Let's see what you got. Did it work?
Hey, Christian, can you drop that knife? Bring it to the floor. Just push it to
Go ahead and put that somewhere else for us. A little further away, please. All right. Christian, a little further away with that, would you? Hey. Christian.
paper in?
Right here.
Right there.
Look.
Look to your left.
Look over here, man.
Look by the window.
You want some paper? So you can write me what you want? There you go.
Yes, man, just info for the medics. There is an empty pill bottle unknown in the car, and party is kind of starting to go nodding now. Did you see that, bro? You saw an empty pill bottle in the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian?
You go over there and look down at the bottom of his right leg.
Will you come out and talk to me? Will you come out and talk to me? Come on. We need you to talk to us, okay?
The situation escalated when officers broke the car window, fired beanbag rounds, and used a taser. Glass then reportedly held a knife and made stabbing motions toward himself. Deputy Andrew Buin fired multiple times, which ultimately resulted in Glass's loss.
No. He way too hard.
No, you got peace. Peace in your heart.
Huh?
But come on. Come talk to us, dude.
Get a hold of his hand and go from there. No, because then, like, dude, breaking that sound there, if it was harder than the side window. It's like the same as a windshield.
I don't think we'd be able to open the door. I want to get that one.
Yeah, because then we can pry it open and hit the unlock safer than...
You can get that one.
Yeah, if we can get that one open and then being able to unlock the vehicle from that side.
Hey, Christian, listen up, all right? Can you... No, listen to me. All right, I have to come in there to be able to talk to you, so I'm going... Since you say the doors won't unlock, I have to break the window.
Ultimately probably going to just be an M1 situation.
Right. I have to.
And that's why we slowed down.
Can I break your window?
Because on its face we have.
Push the button.
You know.
Try it one more time. Then I'll have to break the window. You don't want me to break your window, right? I don't want to break your window. But if you push the button one more time, we might not have to. Okay? What about if you pull the handle twice? Okay, pull the handle twice. Just pull on the handle twice. For me, all right? Right now. Pull on the handle, man.
Come on, Christian. Do us a favor, okay? Try that one more time.
All right, keep his attention
Okay.
here.
I got 9. Just the 2 rocks in his hand so far.
116 will be forcing entry.
The incident drew significant public attention and criticism, leading to legal actions against the involved officers. Deputy Buen was charged with second-degree murder, reckless endangerment, and official misconduct. In April 2024, he was convicted of reckless endangerment, a misdemeanor, but the jury was deadlocked on the more severe charges, prompting a retrial scheduled for February 2025. Another officer, Deputy Kyle Gould, who authorized the window breach over the phone, pleaded guilty to failing to intervene and was sentenced to probation, a fine, and agreed not to work in law enforcement. Additionally, 6 other officers present at the scene faced misdemeanor charges for failing to intervene, with varying outcomes. In May 2023, Glass's family reached a $19 million settlement with the involved agencies, marking the largest settlement for a fatal police incident in Colorado's history. The agreement also mandated policy changes, including the establishment of a crisis intervention team and comprehensive crisis intervention training for the Clear Creek Sheriff's Department by the end of 2024. On February 2, 2023, officers were called to Stenstrom Elementary School because a 9-year-old was acting out in the library, throwing books around and ignoring everyone. When the officers got there, they tried to calm the child, but he responded by throwing punches and using bad language.
Stop it. Sit up. Chill. Chill.
Just relax.
Take a chill.
As the situation escalated, Officer Moosley stepped in and handcuffed the child to ensure safety. However, the child continued shouting profanities. Although the handcuffs were loosely applied, the child cried out in pain and tried to remove them, but was unsuccessful. When another officer tried to calm him down, the child responded by throwing more abuse.
Oh no! Oh, stop. We can take the handcuffs. Shut up!
I'm not gonna do that.
You're throwing things. You're putting everyone to hear it. It's okay, I get that a lot. We're trying to figure out why you're so upset.
After about 13 minutes of resisting, the child eventually gave up and followed the officer's instructions. Once the handcuffs were removed, he was taken to the guidance counselor's office. However, after viewing the footage, his parents decided to sue the police department and filed a lawsuit against the officer. The incident caused outrage and raised serious questions about whether it was appropriate to use such force on a minor. An off-duty police officer, David McLaughlin, was caught on camera pulling a weapon on a man named Santiago Hutchins in Vallejo. The incident happened at Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in the Encina Grande shopping complex in Walnut Creek, where Hutchins had just arrived to celebrate his 14-year-old son's birthday. According to Hutchins and a Walnut Creek police officer, the situation started with a verbal argument and some tension between the two men. Hutchins said he passed by Officer McLaughlin near the restaurant doorway as the officer was leaving, and they exchanged words. McLaughlin then pulled out a weapon and pointed it at Hutchins. In the footage, Officer McLaughlin is seen wearing shorts and a white t-shirt, so neither Hutchins nor the witnesses knew he was a police officer.
I think he shouldn't have had his out so quickly.
I never heard him say he was a cop. In fact, I never heard him say anything, to be really honest with you. He just had the gun.
Walnut Creek police arrived at the scene and, with help from an off-duty deputy nearby, took Hutchins down. Officer McLaughlin later joined in, punching and elbowing Hutchins multiple times, leaving him with a bloody face that needed stitches. This led to an internal investigation into McLaughlin's actions. Vallejo Police Chief Andrew Beto claimed Hutchins was aggressive and started the confrontation, but a KTVU investigation found no evidence, such as surveillance footage or witness statements, to back up the claim. Officer McLaughlin had previously been involved in 2 incidents, including one where he and another officer fatally injured a suspect after a chase into Richmond. McLaughlin had also faced lawsuits for alleged civil rights violations. In one case, he and another officer were accused of stopping a man without justification and conducting a search of his car. In another incident in January 2023, Marine veteran Adrian Burrell accused McLaughlin of assaulting him on his front porch, causing a concussion while Burrell was recording him. Some of these events were caught on video, and Burrell has hired a civil rights lawyer. In 2021, 3 years after the incident, the city of Vallejo settled Hutchins' lawsuit for $270,698. Hutchins' lawyer, Sanjay Schmidt, said they hoped the case would lead to policy changes within the Vallejo Police Department to prevent similar incidents in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.